The most powerful army in the meta, from root riders to super bowler smashes. We'll be covering the strongest Town Hall 15 attacks in the game. Welcome to Revive Gaming, and today I'll show you the top 3 attacks for Town Hall 15. These are the best armies in the game, and I'll show you how to crush any Town Hall 18 using it. So without further ado, let's start the video. Starting with number 3, we have Heroic Super Bowlers. This is one of the best army in the game, and when combined with Heroic Torch, they become an absolute menace to the society, causing chaos and destroying everything that comes in the way. So this is the standard lineup: 5 Super Bowlers, 2 Rage spells, and 5 Earthquake spells. We're using Jet Arrow combo along with Flame Blower. It's going to be extremely helpful to take out some key defenses. I'll talk about my game plan and explain the entire process during the gameplay. So without wasting any time, let's dive into our first attack. Attack number 1, we have this base, a legit Town Hall 18 base. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to show you everything step by step and help you understand the concept. So here's the plan. First, you need to identify a good Jet Arrow Flame Blower value. In this case, there's a nice Flame Blower value on this section, so we can take it using the Flame Blower combo. There's also a nice Jet Arrow value on that section, so we can take that section using the Jet Arrow combo. There's no direct access, but we'll use it from a different angle. This way, we can take at least the Clan Castle and Monolith using it. After that, we'll make a nice funnel and start the main push from either side. That's the plan. Now let's attack. First, use Earthquake spells, then Jetpack, then Giant Arrow. Make sure to do it fast or else you might fail. Unfortunately, we missed the Revenge Tower, but that's okay. Now it's time to make funnel. We're gonna invis the elixir storage to guide our Dragon Duke towards the Town Hall section. Make sure to use spells to protect them. It's important to have some kind of funnel, so take your time. We have to wait for our queen to go either side. Once she goes one side, we'll join her with rest of the army. She's going to the right, so we're gonna start the push from there. First, we're gonna deploy Seize Barrack on adjacent side to make a proper funnel. Then we're gonna deploy King, followed by Super Bowlers in the middle. We're gonna push the army from this side. We made such a beautiful funnel now, everything can go inside. I like to wait a bit before using Heroic Torch. Since it lasts for like 20 seconds, you want to wait for the right moment. Now is the perfect time. We're going to use Heroic Torch to push the army into the core. Use Rage spell and watch the base get shredded real fast. These bad boys don't care about your feelings. They only care about one thing, and that is destruction. When combined with Heroic Torch, they become absolutely unstoppable and destroy everything that comes in the way. Now all that's left is scraps and remnants of a fallen society. Not much left now, and we can easily finish off this base. Super Bowlers are one of the strongest army in the game, and if done properly, you can take out even the strongest base. This was an amazing attack, but the next one is even better. So buckle up for a ride, because we're only getting started and it's going to get even crazier. At number 2, we have Fireball Switch. This is one of the most powerful attacks in the game, and I've been using it since Town Hall 12. Fireball attacks are never off meta, and if you know how to use it, you can even crush the most difficult bases. We're using 3 Super Witches, 5 healers, and a couple of spells. Obviously, we're using Fireball equipment. Make sure you have high-level Fireball. I recommend level 24 Fireball because it's a big upgrade to the range. Anything lower than that may not be as effective. I'm using Flame Flinger, but if you can use Siege Barrack as well. That being said, let's dive into our second attack. We have this base, a solid Town Hall 18 with double Rage Tower setup. It's a legit base, and even Town Hall 18 players struggle with it, but I'm gonna show you how to crush it even as a Town Hall 15 player. So here's the plan. First, we need to identify a good fireball value. In this case, there's a nice fireball value on this section, so we're gonna fireball right on this expo. But we also need to figure out a good place for Flame Flinger as well, so make sure you choose the safer side to do Flame Flinger. In this case, we're gonna do Flame Flinger from this side because it is so much safer and we can take all this value including the monolith. After that, we're gonna push the main army from this side, Queen on adjacent side, and Dragon Duke on outside, then follow up as the game goes. That's the plan. Now let's attack. First, we're gonna deploy Grand Warden from this corner. Make sure to use 1 balloon to check for air mines. We're gonna take out some stuffs for now. You can use Yeti to take out some buildings. It's a small warden walk, so we don't have to use anything else. But if it's a long walk, you can use Rage Spell to clean up faster. Now it's time to use Fireball. Use Ice Block spell to stop him from moving, then use few invis on nearby defenses, then bam! Make sure to use Earthquake spells to finish off. We took out all the key defenses in that area and also made a nice funnel. Now deploy Flame Flinger from 4 o'clock. Pull the Warden with Ice Golem and Super Witch. Deploy everything else except Queen and Dragon Duke. Now deploy Queen on top corner. Use the ability right away, then Dragon Duke to clean up outside. Wall breakers to open up the walls. We did a very good job to make funnel and everything's going inside the base. The first 60 seconds is like 90% of the work. Once you do that, everything else becomes so much easier. Now we just have to be patient and use spells and abilities only when it's needed. Use Jump Spell to access the compartment. Make sure to use spells wisely. We need King's ability to open the walls, so make sure to keep him alive. We're gonna use Freeze Spell on Smasher Guardian. You can't underestimate the Guardian's damage, so make sure to use spells on them. Now pop the King's ability and bam! All the walls are open and now you have the access to everything in the core. Monolith is probably the biggest counter of Super Witches, so make sure to use Skeleton Spell to distract it. Perfect. Now Flame Flinger can easily destroy it. Flame Flinger is doing a really good job. If you manage to keep it alive, it can give you extreme amount of value. But if there's not much value or if it's too risky, then you can use Seize Barrack as well. Just deploy it exactly on the same spot and you should be fine. This attack is definitely overpowered, and if you do it properly, you can even destroy a max Town Hall 18. This was amazing, but the next one is even better. So we're gonna speed this up and hop into the next one. Let's go. At number 1, we have none other than Root Riders. This is probably the strongest attack in the game, and if you master it, you can crush any base with ease. This attack is really good, especially against a mismatch, and you can easily crush higher Town Halls using it. So this is the lineup. We're using 4 Root Riders, a couple of Valkyries, 5 healers, and other stuffs. I have already made a video about this strategy where I explain everything in detail. If you want to learn more about it, you can watch the video on my channel. I have other strategies in the playlist as well. That being said, now let's dive into the gameplay. We have this base. It's not a fully max base, but it's pretty much buffed up. The base layout is really good, and many people struggle with it, but I'm gonna show you exactly how to crush it, even as a Town Hall 15 player. So here's the plan. First, you need to identify the best place to RC charge. In this case, there's 2 large sections where you can make the most value, so you can choose either side. This time, we're gonna RC charge on this section and make a nice funnel. After that, we're gonna start the main push from this side. Queen on corner and Dragon Duke on outside, then follow up as the game goes. That's the plan now, let's attack. First, we're gonna take out some buildings with rocket loons. It's important to have a good funnel so that she goes exactly where we want. After that, we're gonna deploy RC from this side. Use the ability right away. It's a large compartment, so we need to use Rocket Spear beforehand. After that, we're gonna use Invis spells every 4 seconds. Make sure to use 1 Earthquake spell to soften up the buildings. We're gonna take out this whole section. You can skip low health buildings to take full advantage of Electro Boots. A proper RC charge can give you tremendous amount of value, so make sure to do it nicely. Perfect. Now we can recall. We made so much value with RC charge, now it becomes so much easier. Now we're gonna start the main push. So Ice Golem first, then Queen on corner, followed by Dragon Duke on outside. After that, we're gonna deploy Root Riders and everything else in the middle. We're gonna start the push from this side. You don't really need Poison Spell with this attack because our army is so strong and usually RC takes care of it, but if there's something like Super Dragon, then you can use Freeze Spell on it. Everything is going inside and exactly how we want. We took care of most of the key defenses, so there's not much left. Now we just have to be patient and use spells only when it's needed. Now we're gonna use Eternal Tome on this raged up section. You wanna use it on the heaviest part of the base. So in this case, this seems to be the perfect choice. Since we have a wonderful pathing, we don't need to use Overgrowth to make funnel. We can simply use it on Monolith section to reduce the incoming damage. There's lots of heroes and guardians on that section, so it's going to help out a lot. Now use Super Barbs to clean up outside buildings. Not much left now, and we can easily finish off this base. This strategy is really good if you're pushing to higher leagues. It can give you really good results if you're dealing with a mismatch. I have even made a dedicated video for this strategy. You can check that out. So these are the best attack strategies for Town Hall 15. I hope this was helpful to you. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.